we are live, and I am going to find out. I'm going to find the. I got something to say, okay? So give me just a second, and I'm going to say it. I am. Let's see. That'll give a few people time to jump on. And I did not turn my notifications off. We'll do that real quick. I see people are jumping on. So I am looking here to see. Give me just a second. Hey, Marianne. I'm trying to remember the name of this. Um, y'all. Yeah, sorry. Y'all, I just got back. It has been a day. Um, Covenant marriage. There we go. So, here's what Tennessee. By the way, welcome back to the channel. Surprise, we're on Friday, okay? Um, Tammy, I'm gonna put this out here. What Tennessee has decided to do. Let's forget about the addiction epidemic. Let's forget about all the other things that are going on here in the state. Let's not even think about the victims of Helene that are still living outside. Okay? Let's put out a bill. Let's put out a bill that they're wanting to make law to have the option of having a regular marriage, getting a regular marriage license, or having a covenant marriage. Okay? That's what they're worried about. It is. Oh, our lovely, and I say that with every bit of sarcasm I have in my body. Okay? Our lovely governor, Mr. Bill Lee, y'all can check his record out, okay? He has decided, well, actually, our one of our people in office, they've decided that this needs to go. Now, y'all, we live right in the buckle of the Bible Belt, okay? We do. We're right smack dab in the buckle. But this is, no. So, one of the lawmakers is pushing for the creation of the Tennessee Covenant Marriage Act to establish covenant marriage in the state. Okay. Hey, Patty. So, what is a covenant marriage? Well, let me tell you. This is what they are putting out there. According to the bills, and I'm going to read this, and I will put the link in the description box of this video so that you guys can go and see. You can read it word for word and see exactly what's going on. I'm pissed. Okay, I am. Not only is addiction running rampant around here, okay, so it's syphilis. Syphilis has made a return. Okay? Yeah. Is that not lovely? Is that not something that, shouldn't be here, but it's here? And there is an epidemic of it in surrounding counties, in my county at this point in time. Yes, syphilis. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is what they're worried about. And I'm going to read it to you, okay? So y'all can understand a little bit of my frustration with my beautiful state. I love my home state. Do not get me wrong. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My husband is in there doing something on a computer, and it takes over my phone for whatever reason. Anyway, let's read this. So, what is a covenant marriage? According to the bill's language, a covenant marriage is a marriage um, entered by a man and woman who agree that marriage is a lifelong relationship. Both parties must receive counseling about the importance, responsibilities of a marriage. Only when there has been a complete and total breach of the marital covenant commitment may the non breaching party seek a declaration that the marriage is no longer legally recognized. A man and woman may contract a covenant marriage by declaring their intent to do so on their application for a marriage license and executing a declaration of intent to contract a covenant marriage. The application for a marriage license and the declaration of intent must be filed with the county clerk who issues the marriage license. Are y'all sticking with me for this so far? We do solemnly declare that marriage is a covenant between a man and a woman who agree to live together as husband and wife for so long as we both may live. We have chosen each other carefully and disclosed to one another everything which could adversely affect the decision to enter into this marriage. Really? We have received premarital counseling on the nature, purposes, and responsibilities of marriage. We have read the Tennessee Covenant Marriage Act, and we understand that a covenant marriage is for life. Is what? Okay. So the other one, I mean, it is for better, for worse, for richer or poor, till death do us part. Is that not life? I mean, come on, people. Come on. Okay? Come on. It's crazy. All right. In order to obtain, here are the rules, okay? Here are the rules. In order to obtain a judgment of divorce in a covenant marriage, proof of any of the following must be shown upon attending counseling. You have to go to counseling first, okay? You have to go to counseling first before they will grant you a divorce if you're in a covenant marriage. Y'all, I'm not kidding. Okay, this is the ridiculousness that is Tennessee right now. It is. It is. It's not the deadly drugs that are being brought into our state, or you know the STDs or anything like that. Okay. So anyway, here's the rules you have to follow in order to get a divorce. One, the other spouse has committed adultery. Remember, you have to have solid proof that this happened. Okay. The other spouse has committed adultery. The other spouse has committed a felony and has been sentenced to death or continuous confinement or life in prison. Okay. The other spouse has abandoned the matrimonial domicile for a period of 1 year and repeatedly refuses to return. So if your spouse, they have to do that too, Marcia. Yep, they have to do that too. They have to do a lot of time of premarital counseling in order to get married under this new plan. So if the spouse moves out of the home and keeps saying, nope, 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 I'm not coming back, The other spouse has physically or essayed the spouse seeking the divorce or a child of one of the spouses. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to say this anyway, okay? Um, Somebody touching one of my kids. They ain't going to have to worry about that, okay? The spouses have been living separately and apart continuously without reconciliation for a period of 2 years. The spouses have been living separately and apart continuously without reconciliation for a period of 1 year from the date of legal separation. That's another thing. You have to get a legal separation, okay? You have to. Tammy, baby, don't worry about it. Just let them go. Just let them go. It's just boosting up everything. It's fine. If there is a minor child or children of the marriage, the spouses have been living separately and apart continuously without reconciliation for a period of 1 year and 6 months. Is it 2 years, 1 year, or 18 months? Okay. From the date the legal separation was signed, provided, however, if, again, the A word, of a child of the marriage or a child of one of the spouses is the basis for which legal separation was obtained, then a judgment of divorce may be obtained if the spouses have been living separately and apart continuously without reconciliation for a period of 1 year. Holy shit. Is it a year? Is it 2 years? Or is it 18 months? Okay. I mean, seriously. This is House Bill 315 for the state of Tennessee. This was put in, I was thinking it showed, it does. This was introduced by Representative Gino Balso from Brentwood. That, if you don't know where Brentwood's at, it's over in the Nashville area. It's a suburb of Nashville and is very affluent. It is very hoity-toity, fancy schmancy, and all the words, okay? And yeah, it's crazy. This dude likes to put those weird things out there, and I'm gonna copy this, and I am going to paste that in the description box, just so y'all can see. Oh, let me go back. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. Live. Let me do this. Paste. I don't want y'all to think that I am lying about this, because I am not. Okay? I am not. I am just, I am, I am befuddled by all this, okay? I am. I am befuddled by all of it. I don't understand. I don't. You know, the train was rolling. We were doing good. We were on a good path. And, you know, all of a sudden, something like this. Come on, give me a... I'm going to have me a drink. Oh, there's something involved. There is something involved. Tennessee, Lord, Tennessee being stupid. Okay. Tennessee being stupid. Oh my God. They trying to put out to where you can choose what type of marriage you want. You can either have what do we want to call it? You can either have the covenant marriage, which is like, the supreme marriage, or you can have, the basic, golly, you can have the basic bitch marriage, and you do whatever. Um, I don't know if y'all have priced out a divorce lately, but they ain't none of it cheap already. And I'm sure this is going to make it even worse with all the counseling that you got to go through, and the red tape that you got to go through to get rid of them. I mean, come on. Are we not adults enough to be able to make up our own decision? Okay, are we not? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Do we not have bigger fish to fry in this country and in this state? Okay. Exactly, Marcia. Exactly. Are all marriages not supposed to be, to love and support each other and to be there till death do you part? Sometimes things happen, okay? Sometimes things happen. And, sometimes it's addiction that gets in the way and causes a ruckus, split you apart because you can't get on the same page with your partner, your spouse. That happens. But somebody break it down to me like I'm a darn 2 year old. Okay? I'm a darn 2 year old. Somebody break it down to me and to explain to me why that's even needed. It's not. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of effort. Good Lord, give me a break. I haven't seen any news, Laura. I just got home. I've been gone all day long, out and about with one of my sons, Aiden, my youngest granddaughter, and y'all, we've had a day. Okay? We've had a day. We've been at Sam's, we've been at Walmart. Lord. And yeah, I got home and I wanted to. Exactly, exactly. A lot of women have to leave in the middle of the night in order to be safe. Okay? So let's say you get in this covenant marriage and you have to do that. You maybe your kids are involved too. You've got to get them out. And y'all have to leave in the middle of the night in order to be safe, and you kind of have to hide. You know, that's what women's shelters and all that are about. Correct? And they're sitting there telling you that you have to sit in a room with that person and do marriage counseling after that in order to get out of this covenant marriage that you chose without knowing what was coming. You don't ever know what tomorrow's going to bring. I don't care what it is. You don't ever know what tomorrow's going to bring. You don't ever know when a person's going to change up on you. Okay? That can happen in the blink of an eye too. Um, I'm telling you what, this is overstepping. This is overreaching. This is utterly ridiculous. And there's a gnat in here. Way too much. Way too much. Okay? Exactly. There you go. The only way you can have a no fault divorce, well, you can't even do that. It has to be um, adultery here in Tennessee, okay? It has to be adultery. It has to be because They have either they're either serving life in prison or they're on death row. Okay. Or irreconcilable differences. And they say that they're talking about taking that one away from us. Okay. I say us. I done got mine, I've been with mine too long. He ain't going nowhere, neither am I. But that's what they're saying, that they're going to take irreconcilable differences away. And yeah, they're going to make it hard. It's That's not what they're there for. That is not, no, that is not okay. That is not okay. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And, Paps and I have been together. Our anniversary's coming up in June. We will have been married for 32 years. Is that right? Good Lord. That may be right. Uh, but if somebody wants to divorce, if somebody realizes that, hey, I can't do this, or there are any other reasons why, let them out. Let them out of that marriage. If they're stuck and they're not happy, life's too short to live unhappy. Okay? It just is. Life is too short to live unhappy. Let them out. Holy cannoli. And if they can file the paperwork themselves and save the money that these, I understand lawyers got to make money too, they got to live too, but, and it's expensive. And if you got kids in the mix, okay, if you got kids with your spouse that you're divorcing here in the state of Tennessee, you got to go to classes. There's a lot of steps you got to take. Okay. Craziness. Craziness. It is. Exactly. Exactly. Money racket. Well, here's a scenario. Oh my gosh. Um, what if, what if, I, I'm, I'm, I'm right there. I'll help Joy. Okay. But here's a scenario. What if that spouse and one of these people that, I'm sorry, but the homeless and addicts, how do I say this nicely? They enjoy the big O too. Okay. Do we really think it's just going to stay in those communities, that the STD is just going to stay in those communities and not come out of those communities? Do they think that nobody has anything to do with them? Uh, Sometimes that's how they make their money. Bye, bless, love you, thank you. Yep, I still have my oatmeal up there. But do they really think that it's just going to stay in those two communities and not come out of those communities? That it's not going to come out to, you know, how do I say this? Us regular people? No, Chris, I have not. There was another one today. Well, then, Tarek, Tariq, whatever your name is, get the hell off my channel, okay? You don't have to be on here. Scroll on, my dude. Scroll on. Oh my gosh. Uh, blessed. Let's. Um, yes, I do. I want to do that. I want to set that up. Um, I knew I was missing one, but I couldn't remember who it was, and I apologize for that. That is my fault. Oh my God. No, I I didn't know. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? Love you, babe. Love you. Y'all, what's going on around here? We haven't had anything like this in 16 years. And now, all of a sudden, within 2 days, there's two. Hey, Erica. What is going on? Oh, yeah, he's trying real hard to get rid of all of it. He is. And I personally think he's doing one hell of a job. And I hope he keeps up the good work. Okay? I see a whole lot of sympathizers, especially on my Facebook. And those people are immediately unfriended and blocked. I'm not dealing with that. If they had to live my life and they had to see what I've had to see and feel what I've had to feel and go through what I've had to go through over the past 15 years, they might have a different set of feelings. But since they get to live the cush life and don't have to worry about anything, then that's going to. I don't know what just happened in there. That's going to be. That's going to be their way of thinking. Okay? And that's okay. They can have their opinion. They wrong, but they can have their opinion. But they're wrong. Okay? They're wrong. Um, that's just the way I feel about it. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. That's just the way it is. No, they do not, Miss Marcia. No, they do not. And I hope and pray they never do wear them. But you know what? If we don't get this shit out of here, okay? If we don't get it out of here, and we don't get a grip on this, and we don't take care of this really soon, more and more is going to get to find out exactly. They're going to put them shoes on. They're going to get to walking, and they're going to find out exactly what they've misjudged for years. Okay, they are. They're going to find out. What I mean, do people really think that if we just continue life and continue things the way that they've been going, and allowing this stuff to come in and to be distributed throughout the whole country, that things are just going to be the same, and addiction's not going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow? Is that what people think? Because that's very naive. That's just that's very naive of them. Okay, it is. It is. How many more mamas are going to have to cry themselves to sleep at night? How many more mamas are going to have to deal with the fact that their child is no longer here? How many more mamas are going to have to deal with the grief and the anger and the hurt and the frustration and all the things? Um, how many more? How many more? Because we keep we keep catering. What is it they say? The squeaky wheel always gets the grease. And as long as they're screaming louder than we are, they're going to get what they want every single time. And we're left standing there going, but, my kid, but my husband, my wife, my. We're just left standing there. Okay? In a puddle of tears while they stand there and point and laugh at us. As long as it ain't their kid, they don't care. They don't care. Not their kid, not their problem. Right? That's what I've heard. Just saying. I feel like my daughter had a setback a couple of weeks ago. It's totally put me in a horrible place. I feel like I'm running out of time to save her. She has a 4-year-old daughter. Oh my goodness, Ruby. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you, like I told another lady that's commented a similar comment on one of my community page posts, I think it was. And she's 70, and they've been struggling for years, her and her daughter. Okay. And she's ready to give up. She is. She typed out that comment, but I could feel every single word that she said. And it broke my heart to know that she's still having to deal with this. And at 70 years old, you know, and I told her, I said, please don't give up. If even if it comes to the point where all you have left is hope, don't give that up. Don't give that up. And just know that you are not alone. I'm here. You've got a whole community of people right here in these comments. Okay? You've got a whole community that loves you and will love and support you. And I mean that. I totally mean that. It doesn't matter day or night. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you need anything, all you've got to do is reach out. Okay? And if we need to, then hey, we'll do a pop-up live just like we're doing right now. We'll do a pop-up live and we'll talk about it. We'll put it out there to the other community members and we'll talk about it. Okay? Again, I don't care day or night, rain or shine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, you are not alone. You are very welcome, my darling. You are very welcome. I've been in your shoes, and I will never, ever knowingly let somebody suffer and go through what I went through alone. Okay? Never. Never ever. Okay, but it's up to them to make the right choice. If they choose to make the wrong choice, you suffer the consequences of your actions. You're right, Rosalind. You're right. You're right. We are only support for the addicts. You're right. You're right. We have no control over them and what they do. Okay, we can only be there for them and hope and pray that they make the decision to take control of their lives back before it's too late. And that's all we can do. We can't make them do anything. We don't have that power. We don't have that authority. I, I saw that. It was one of his former senior advisors that got, I think it was 11 and a half years in prison because he flew all the way to the UK for a 1-2 YR old. Had been playing it for over a month. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Marcy, love you, babe. Give your mama a big hug. And I'm thinking of y'all. I am, and I'm praying for you. I love you guys. Love you guys. If you need anything, all you gotta do is let me know. Um, yes, ma'am, I sure do mean it. I sure do mean it. So, what do you guys think about This could be law in Tennessee. Okay, is it a waste of time? Is it an invasion? I don't know. Why? Why? There's other things we need to be focusing on while we have this opportunity of actually having somebody, you know, in that big house, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. While we have somebody that actually gives a crap about this situation. Y'all, telling you what they. Mm. Tennessee has decided that now you have two options of how you want to get married. You can either have the fancy diamond package called a covenant marriage, okay, or you can do the basement package. Just have a regular old marriage. Oh my God, it's crazy. Okay, with the diamond package, you've got to go through hoops on top of hoops in order to get a divorce. And with the basement package, you still got to go through hoops. Okay. Oh, we do. We do. But Mr. Lee, okay, he's about as worthless as tits on a boar hog. Okay? He just is. I ain't gonna lie. He is. My cousin's son lives in a state that they have to wait a year after asking for separation. What? See, I think that's part of this covenant. I don't know. Uh, the way it reads, it gives me a freaking headache. Okay, it gives me a headache. It does. And oh, yes, he needs to go. Okay, he needs to go. They keep wanting to mess around with that and with the homeschool laws and blah blah. They want to get involved in homeschool because they know they ain't making no money off of that, and they want to get their hands in it so that they can make money off of the homeschool. And they're just itching. Oh, they're just itching to get in there and get something passed to where they can get a hold of it and they can control homeschooling a whole lot more than if you go through your county to homeschool. Then yes, it is state regulated and all that. Okay, we go through an umbrella school, which means I can use what curriculum I want. Okay. I report Aiden's attendance. Oh my dear Lord, I think that's so silly. They're homeschooled. They're here. Okay. I have to report his attendance and his grades twice a year, at the end of each semester. And that's it. Okay. The state is not involved in any of it. None. But they want to get their tentacles in there, and they want to be able to control what curriculum they want to know. They want to do all the testing and all that. No, no. See, they've got it set up in public school now that starting in third grade, they have to, at the end of the year, okay, at the end of the year, they have to take a test. And this one test, it doesn't matter how they've done throughout the year, if they've been straight A students or AB students or whatever, it doesn't matter. If they fail this test, they have to repeat that grade. Okay? Yeah. So you've got a whole bunch of anxiety ridden third graders, fourth graders on up who there were so many sick kids, and parents, on Facebook complaining and stuff, about how their kid is um, anxiety ridden and stuff, and how a lot of them uh, they failed. They failed, and they were going to hold them back. Apparently, they can take, I forget how long it is, but they can take um, some sort of class. But y'all, it's so darn expensive to take that in order for your kid to move on like he or she are supposed to. Okay, Tennessee charges. I can't remember how much it was now. It was quite a bit for your kid to take that class in order for them to move on after they failed this stupid test that Tennessee wants to give. Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. If Aiden was in public school and he went and y'all know how smart he is. Okay, y'all know. I don't have to tell you. He did all A's or all A's and B's all year long, and he went and he had to take this test, and he failed it because of whatever reason. Maybe he just didn't sleep good the night before. Maybe he was having a turd day or something. I don't know. But he failed it for whatever reason, and they held him back. You want to talk about one pissed off nanny? Um, yeah, not not happy about that. So that's another reason why we homeschool. It is. I'll be honest. That's another reason why we homeschool. Tennessee is overstepping their boundaries, and they need to knock it off. They need to knock it off. Okay, they do. Let's see. Uh, yeah, Erica, you are right. Tennessee recognizes common law marriages only if it was legally established in another state before moving there. Is that not crazy? That's just, that's crazy. Crazy. Chuck Holden does a great review of the benefits of homeschool over public schools. One of the things is that kids don't have to put up with bullying. Just think how different. Oh, I know. I totally know. I was bullied throughout high school, so I totally know. I was the poor kid. Um, yeah, we'll leave it at that. I was the poor kid, so I was bullied heavily, and yeah. Aiden said something about would I ever send him back to public school. He asked me this the other day, and I said, "Why? Do you want to go back to public school?" And he said, "No, are you kidding me? I don't ever want to go back to public school." And I thought, good answer, good answer. I'll never do it. Um, I don't, I don't care if I have to. I don't care. I don't care. He's going to get over my head, one of these days coming soon, and I know that. I know that. He just is. Um, we'll have to figure things out at that point, but you know, homeschool's the best for him, and it's best for our crazy life around here and our busy schedules and all the things on the homestead. Yeah, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, behind these walls. I mean, out in our yard and all the things. Yeah, Erica, I know. I feel that. I feel that. I do. I do. Never had never had anything to call my own back then, you know. Never rarely had food on the table. Does that explain things back here? Oh wow. Bless your heart. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button, y'all. Okay? That's what helps support our little channel and keeps me going here. Um, it just is. Be sure. Yeah, exactly. Name brand what? Yeah. Uh, oh, so many stories I could tell, but I will not. I won't get into that. But y'all, I had to jump on here and give my opinion of this craziness, especially when I found out um, what outbreak was going on right now. My aunt made mine, so yeah, she was a seamstress and had her own little dress shop and stuff here in our little community, and that's where everybody went to, and she made all my clothes, and it is what it is. I wore a whole lot of them, but anyway, my phone is about to die. It just came up and told me that. So, thank y'all for jumping on here. Thank y'all for listening to my ranting and raving tonight. Okay. Me too. Me too, Ruby. Me too. It's just one of them things. Hey, it's finally the last day of January. Okay. January has been the longest year ever, has it not? Has it not? Tomorrow's the first day of February. I'm ready for it because that brings us one step closer to getting away from this cold weather. So I told y'all that I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna go. We were supposed to be in the 60s and 70s coming up over the next several days. And y'all, it's gonna rain every stinking day that it's that high. I had plans on getting out there and doing things in the garden, but it's gonna rain. It's raining here now. It's rained here all day. It's just one of them things. It's just one of them things, and we gotta figure this out. Mwah. Much love to y'all, and we will see each other again on Sunday. Love you guys. You're very welcome, Ruby. I'm here if y'all need me. Okay? Shirley, don't be saying that bad word. Snow is a bad word. Okay. But yes, at least it's not snowing. Can't deal with that. All right, y'all. Love you guys. Bye.